No, I'm talking about when you stand over the glass and you pee on the future president of the United States. But bro code, I'm not going to hop over and then be the third wheel at the goddamn factory.
Yeah.
Billy Blank's
Billy
name.
Blanks, yeah.
I once had a very long dinner with that man, actually. It comes up on my screen and it says, this meeting is being recorded.
100% somebody did something bad. Yeah.
To be in the meeting, you are consenting to be recorded. Continue. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like the good people of Zoom having some old legal problems. Yeah, look at you. Oh, man, what are you doing, man? Why do you do that again, man? What was that? Look at it. Your hand's gone, man.
Oh, man.
Man, you dropped half your hand. Oh, man, I got 3/4. Oh, the whole. Oh, my God. Where is it? Is that your hand?
It is. Yeah.
It's like a really low budget filmmaking where you're doing your own.
You just do it.
There's only one actor. And then you cut. You're like, ah.
Yeah.
You get it. You understand.
I get it all.
Premiere Pro, Adobe, Final Cut, iMovie, iBlog,
After Effects,
iPhone. I wish I could kill myself.
I know, with all this technology, you can't even do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a classic character trait I like of my fine writing, where they're so incompetent that they can't even kill themselves. That's how they're such losers that they are unable to complete a task that
should be simple.
It would almost seem welcome.
One click. Yeah.
Just
welcome. Yeah.
Just because here's the thing about death. I would imagine, when you go to sleep and you lay down.
That's how I do it.
I think Mr. Seinfeld might have said something like this. So just in case, I don't want to be called unoriginal, but something where basically, if you're, death is like when you're asleep, you'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
You'll
be fine. Yeah.
I don't think that was his delivery. Like, get over it. It was shit.
You'll be fine. Yeah. Applause.
That guy with the face, that was Eric Stoltz in Mask.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know him personally, but I know of him.
That was him, right?
Yeah.
Do you think they could still make that? Do you think they could still make that movie today?
It wouldn't be the same, that's for sure. But I don't think that would get off the ground. Actually, I'm sure somebody's tried to, but I don't think.
I'm sure there's a few angry YouTube and TikTok videos about the subject.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing with technology. Here's the thing, including myself. It has allowed the unexceptional to fill up the space in which the talent lives. Now, I know you might look at my views and you might say, I don't think you should be commenting at all. But don't forget, I think I'm better than everyone and that I'm a success, even though mathematically, financially, economically, socially, homosexuality, because of them all, I'm not good enough. Oh, hey, it's Pride Month. Is that why you have that up? Or
I didn't even think of that. I just typed in groovy Zoom backgrounds.
GroovyGayBackgrounds.com. Check them out. /UNT for 10% off a inappropriate background.
Yes.
Who do you think sued Zoom? Now, I'm going to say it's the lady, not in a sexist way, but in a pervy way, where like some guy was like,
oh yeah, guys are 100%
pervier than gals.
Yeah. Or at least they're, they just are. Yeah. I can't even argue for equality in that area.
There's some guy's job in Amsterdam to just go around and mop up.
That's true.
Well, you go ahead and to keep this Now, I already said, do you think we've already eliminated the AdSense? The Google. I never even started. I don't even care. Let me tell you what. I'm letting you guys know now that this hunk of horse manure will be wrapping up soon. It's demoralizing. There's no point. There's no.
What if it becomes a cult hit later?
I don't think it will, Tim.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't think it will. I got Willis. He's on vacation again.
Wait,
This
he's on
guy.
vacation?
He's a Baruba.
Oh, I've been to Baruba. It's
Baruba. Well, you can't trust a Baruban. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want a Baruban flag. You know, I've never
it's just one of those facts. Yeah.
But don't we own? What do we don't? Okay. Had to have it. Okay. The land. What do you call it? What do you call it when we've colonialized? Not me.
Colonized?
I don't have a powdered
It's
word,
a territory.
It's a U.S. territory.
Yeah.
So what do we just say? This is ours. Like, how does one become a territory?
There must be a lengthy
land there and say
application.
territory.
Yeah.
Is it like shotgun when you're on your way to the station wagon? You know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I call Baruba.
Right. Yeah. and you just take
at one point it was
take the English flag or you just put it in there and you stand on it.
Yeah. Ward off any other flag bearers.
I was going to say like the gentleman of Iwo Jima, but then the time difference, right? Because then you're going from like an old person, the time dash, to an old medieval.
Oh yes,
swordsmith to landing on the moon.
Astronaut. Yeah.
You don't believe in that stuff, do you? You don't believe they landed on the moon?
Yeah, I do.
It's the moon.
How else do we get our cheese? Yeah.
Well, of course, everyone knows that the lactose industry is
big lactose
owns NASA.
Yeah.
All right. Big Dairy owns Willis. Willis isn't on vacation as much as he is putting coronavirus in milk. Like wouldn't it? Oh God! Wait a second.
You're on to something?
I'm on to something. What if Josh Willis is a spy? Because who really cares about what he does for work? Like he can't possibly have chosen that as a career. That seems like there's something like, every time you land from killing a few men, you just say, yeah, there's less ice. And then no one questions you. And then you got like, the Paula Deans and they yell the N-word and they're like, climate change isn't real, and then it's all distracting, right? Because he keeps going to a place and every summer is like, oh, the ice is melting, right? But he never goes in the winter when the ice is freezing.
Oh, you found the loophole.
Now, if there's a section of this cut out, we've definitely stumbled onto something. Because here's my other theory. I think that he works for. So we just got a phone call from an unnamed agency due to the fact that they're live streaming this Zoom recorded podcast on a MacBook Pro. They know what's happening because we're up there with Osama bin Laden. Who else has a beard? Fidel Castro, right? You know what?
Brother, whatever,
I think that and I'm not trying to start a war with North Korea, but it seems like the most successful dictators have like facial hair. But I know that perhaps it's difficult because of genetics or whatever.
Yeah. So you're saying probably
the Strait of Gibraltar. Yeah. What was that Strait of Gibraltar there? What was the North American? No, that's whoops. No,
Chesapeake Bay.
No, I almost commented on the slave trade by accident, which I do not want to do. What was it? At one point, we were just one.
Oh,
the Bering Strait where everyone came down. They came down. They went up and they came up and over.
Yeah, there was a land bridge. Yeah.
Yeah. What is that called?
I cannot remember. Oh, wait, I can look it up. Guys, I can look this up.
By the way, my background is Dante's.
Oh, that's the
9-layer dip of hell.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, I should brand that.
Let's see. It was.
This is a gold Grand Ole Opry hat in which you're supposed to put your guitar pick in here, so it's worn because you're rugged and you cut up deer and whatnot. But then you got yourself a pick.
Apparently, it's a Bering land bridge theory. Still a theory.
So they don't know. Well, because it could still be aliens.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
if
anything,
that would have been Alaska straight over to.
Do you see how
Russia,
we had to get away from the talk about Willis? Do you see, like, I got to be honest, I'm a little nervous now because I feel
Yeah,
now that
they're
we've
over
been
here.
no, but
Looking over.
there's this van outside that has pulled up, and it's one of those 1986 Ted Levine help me with the sofa vans.
It's another tree trimming business when there's no
Yeah.
trees
It
near your
says
place.
Sal
Yeah.
DeLuca's not
Well, they really know how to
bushes and
disguise
more.
themselves. Yeah, bushes
Yeah.
and
He's
more.
that. Well, Sal DeLuca is a king of branding. What it is he doesn't actually have any business licenses, or
He's kind of like
it's
Trump, who just sells his name to people to get it on their. Well,
it's
probably
like
not anymore.
most actors and actresses who on a resume, because they don't have a job, they put they're the CEO of a company that doesn't exist. Like if they're if they're a dancer, or they're a musician, like CEO of
Spirit Legs dance company.
whatever.
Yeah.
Right? It's like I'm pretty sure this isn't going to get you a job here at TGI Fridays, but I think you know what I mean. Like, oh, you're the CEO of a company. Can I look up your business information? Well, we don't. So far, I've come up with a name and a title in which I've given myself.
I've also ordered 250 free business cards
from Vistaprint.com/UNT.
I can give you when they leave. Yeah, exactly. Get that coupon code.
Yeah, you just get the ones you print off on your pieces of paper and cut up. I got your business cards. They're an 8x10 piece of photo paper.
Yeah.
And what's great is you're like, it's for the environment.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's on newsprint.
On a serious note, remember how I kind of talked about how I had, I have new neighbors and they kind of whatever.
Oh, are you kidding?
So they're never seen.
Oh, okay.
And they're metal or their wooden shutters are always closed, but they're always there. And I think it's like a couple, but they're older.
Older. So maybe not a meth lab.
Right?
Okay.
But I'm thinking but every time I said something once.
Vampire. Is this where you're going?
Oh my God. It's so refreshing. Thank you, Tim Hall. Thank you for ending. But that was great. That wasn't even just ending. That was an original. That was just your own.
I just wanted to know if they're vampires.
Well, I don't know.
We need to do something about that. I've seen The Lost Boys.
Oh,
you need to take it into your own hands.
I often wore the Kiefer Sutherland's earring. I wore that in my prom photo, in which
I can't wait to see that.
My cousin and I laid out on my red Trans Am.
Nice.
Yeah.
Outside the airport.
I still have it. Yeah, where the lights were good. Yeah. She loves aviation. I love her. It's meant to be. But I'm getting it now. Listen, also, if any section of this gets cut out, that maybe they also know. But I think it might be a little My Blue Heaven situation.
Oh, okay.
Where's the arugula?
Yeah.
And I'm getting a little Whitey Bulger vibe. Like everything's always closed. They never go out. And if they do, and then sometimes when I go out, I hear him like closing the door and shutting it. Now, I think it's because he's probably smoking. And you're not supposed to be smoking. So at late at night, right? He's up there and he's smoking, but when he hears the door open,
he's like,
right. Now, I'm
late at night.
Okay. But what if he's undercover from? Hey, did you see? That was so weird. The whole screen it twitched out.
I noticed that.
It flashed or went blank or whatever effect is entered in afterwards.
It was like a weird sort of
it was either that or whatever the cheapest whatever effect happened. It happened though.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's twice. We're gonna have to wonder if this happens a third time.
What comes in threes? I don't know.
My ex-girlfriend, Tina Love Fitzpatrick. She's Spanish and Irish.
Oh, Irish.
She's yeah.
I bet that's a lovely combination.
You know what? Strong gal. She sounds like Brogue Like picture the angriest, deepest male brogue you can think of, and just
Husky. Yeah.
put on an arm tattoo and a low cut shirt. You don't want to look right, but it's there, and you know, our female God with two arms and all of our wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
and let us know that that's our job is to look. But I don't look. I don't look. I haven't a lot of the TikToks. I forgot until right now because I thought about.
Oh, I still have your tux, by the way. I need to get that back to you. Maybe I'll just wear it all the time, though.
Sometimes
Getting
you
hot,
just.
though.
It is. I do feel in the Bakersfield heat that wearing a full Masonic wool tuxedo.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, just for the little while I did wear it, it was.
Now I know I shouldn't talk out of
intense.
school, but that was my father's Masonic tux.
Once I thought it was your uncle's.
Nope, my dad's. And
Nice. So I'm basically
you're like half.
bad.
Yeah, I hope you like black and white tiles. If you don't get that reference, it's because to be one, ask one. I'm not one.
I don't get it, so I'm gonna have to ask one.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll tell me later.
Well, that is if I am one, but you'd have to ask me if I am one to tell you if I am
Oh.
one.
We talking skull and bones here, or
No, I'm talking about when you stand over the glass and you pee on the future president of the United States. But yeah, I mean,
isn't that skull and bones?
Yes,
Aren't they the ones that-
that's it.
Okay,
You're
okay.
right. It is skull. Yeah.
I saw the movie.
Did you see in Jerry Epstein's sex
Grape.
palace or whatever? Oh, see, that's a
Yeah, I
word
thought it was an island.
that's flagged from advertising.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Grapes. Yep. Grapes soda.
Grape soda.
But that he is a picture of George Bush, like a child holding two paper airplanes over a bunch of Jenga towers that have fallen. Did you
Good
see
Lord.
that?
No, I did not see that.
Can we pull that up?
That's alarming.
This might be a lie from a TikTok. I'm too old to be on TikTok.
I've been thinking the same thing about myself. So this is all I can find. I don't know. This isn't the right president.
Okay.
This appears to be Bill Clinton. But
Yeah,
this is one of
that's
Jeffrey
awesome.
Epstein's paintings.
Ooh. Okay. So what did you look up? Did you look up George Bush? What was the Google?
Jeffrey Epstein George Bush picture.
Yeah, it's right, sir. I love you as a producer. I really do. But it's the
Oh, I thought you said he was a little boy. But okay. I was
okay.
looking for a
Is.
child.
Come on. Come on. How hard is it to produce on Zoom? The image. It was the first image.
Oh, it was just further down on that other one too.
All right,
There it is. That's a little weird.
Right.
Who is this guy?
I hate that I got vaccinated. I'm not even gonna lie.
What
I
do you
did.
mean? You
I
feel
did.
like you've been infected with that?
Well, I don't believe the government is my interest. But isn't that an interesting a photo there? I mean, clearly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not to offend. Who else? Whatever, Staten Island. But I think it's a tragedy. But I think every 20 years the government kind of creates a disaster.
Oh.
Talking about the Lusitania people.
Oh, yeah.
The Lusitania was an inside job.
Yeah.
And of course, so was that band Franz Ferdinand, which started, of course, the Prussian Civil War. It was Prussian
that.
versus, was it Bavaria? What was it? Baruba. It was the Prussians versus the Baruba.
Yeah,
and the Baruba won. Yeah.
Yeah, historically.
Yeah, historically. Well, the Barubans are, I mean, they're
a tough group.
Yeah. Some of them were related to the Genghis Khan, who just showed up with some elephants and left some. So they're riding on elephants, and be like, that's their Honda. They get like parts stolen, their tusks. They're someone stole my tusk off my 98.
Yeah.
Of the old.
The undercarriage is it's a little rusty. Yeah.
Yeah, Ivory's become kind of a thing. Everyone's mad about progression, but although I think it's really progressed so fast. I mean, it's not going to be cured anytime soon. But you go back 100 years ago, I mean, there wasn't plastic. I mean, I don't know the numbers, but I would have to imagine that we're moving along as a country, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I
not
think so.
not in the South, not where
Not so
everybody's,
much, yeah.
you know what I mean? Like there's like the three families in town, and they all marry each other's cousin. It's not weird, but their jaws are in the back of their head, you know, and
Yeah. No chins.
they
Yeah.
find playing the banjo challenging, you know? Yeah. Where was I going? Wrangle my tangent.
Oh, you are talking about progression.
Oh, progression. But that obviously in the news, obviously it's not looking great lately. But
Mm-mm.
I think we're coming along. I mean, 150 years ago, they would just throw you in a well. I mean, how many orphanages outside of London are like, oh, there's the skulls of 1,400 boys. I don't know what voice that was, but you know, like it wasn't that long ago. We'd be like, you drop the baby off at the nunnery, and they'd be like, thank you, and then fucking throw it in the well. You know, they didn't care. Right? It's the perception, and they're like, "Oh, the nobody is positive. If you look, oh, right."
Oh, God.
But that's the truth, right?
Yeah,
And then 50 years ago, people you couldn't even. They had segregated everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shit. I remember smoking in an Olive Garden 15 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
New
that
Jersey,
seems like a long time
it
ago.
hasn't even been a decade, maybe, since New Jersey, since the last state of New Jersey has banned smoking. So progression's happening, but it's like we're kind of like dogs' lives. I mean, we're seeing such a small part, you know.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But the last, technology, right? I am to speculate with uneducation that there has been more industrial progression in the last 6 months than in the last 100 years, especially with the COVID, you know. Obviously, love is the answer, but often those people who spout that get a good old shot to the old dome. I mean, you got Gandhi, you got Robert Kennedy, John Kennedy, Muhammad Ali. No, was it Malcolm X?
Yeah.
The other big one.
Did you already do Martin
The
Luther
Boulevard.
King?
Yeah, come on, sorry, yeah,
Okay.
Martin Luther King, right? So here's the thing: stay in your house. Stay. John, I love that you were the youngest president, I think at 36 or 35 to ever been elected president, and an Irish Catholic, no less. But rent the hardtop. Did your Secret Service go to Hertz? And when they were there, they were like, you got any hardtops? Well, we got one convertible. What's the worst that can happen? Right?
Yeah.
I saw a real flash of it was like a Family Guy or something, and it was like, "Oh, I'm returning the rental." Another great joke.
Yeah,
but you know, everyone who says love gets shot. It's not, but George Bush, you know, we're like, what's a couple of towers between Illuminati friends, right? Yeah. We gotta go burn an owl up in Stanford. You know what I mean? You know, Bill Gates, you're gonna want to bring a jacket. You know, his wife, Mom Melinda. You know, but that's the thing. All of these people, again, I don't want this to get cut out, but all of these people that go on the Epstein Island that are all getting divorced because I think all their wives are like, yeah, you effing the old Tots, the old
underagers, yeah,
the old Mary Todd Pinkins, you know. What was my tangent? Wrangle my tangent. Yeah, stop. But the answer is love is the answer. But please don't talk about it too loudly and out on balcony or in the Roosevelt Hotel. You know,
crowded street.
You know, we got okay. Let's play a game of name the people who did the assassinating.
Okay.
Could you want to go? Should I go? You want to go back and forth? How do you want to do it?
I don't know if I know too many of them, but
you go for it. Let's see.
Okay.
I don't know who shot Gandhi.
Me neither.
I don't know. Oh, this is gonna come.
I only know Oswald.
Cobblepot. Yeah.
Was
Penguin's dad.
Treasure. Yeah, exactly.
You know, Meredith Burgess was supposed to be the father in. Nope. Yes. Meredith Burgess was supposed to be, remember in Batman Returns at the beginning, they do the baby and the baby's born. It's like, you got the, I mean,
Oh,
I don't want to offend.
Yeah, the penguin.
I don't want to offend the community with the penguin hands.
Yeah.
You know, but I think they were trying to have they were having him to be the dad in that, but then I think he got ill, and so they had Pee Wee Herman do it instead.
Oh, really? I don't.
Yeah, that was Pee Wee Herman.
I didn't remember that he was in that.
Yeah, he was in Batman Returns. All right, now let's wrangle this tangent back. So, well, okay, so you got Oswald in the book suppository.
Yeah, in the book suppository. The most painful of the suppositories.
Yes.
Yeah. Any direction you try to get it in there, it hurts. Yeah.
You got Sir Ayahi. What was his name? what? Boutros Ghali. What was it? Sirhan.
Oh,
That's
yes.
That was what, Robert Kennedy?
Yeah.
This is taking a road down.
Yes, that is Robert Kennedy's.
Can you name the 4 presidents assassinated?
Wasn't one of them? Wasn't the first one? Well, there obviously you got Lincoln, right?
The classic. Classic.
Yeah. There was another one. Was it Garfield? Which is the one that?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so Garfield. And we got obviously Kennedy,
another classic. We'll go back. We'll wrangle this tangent back.
But Robert doesn't count because he was only running, right? Was he an actual?
Right. No, he was. What was he? Senator or something?
Yeah. And then I know Reagan was shot at.
Oh, that was Sirhan. Shot him.
Oh, he was the one that shot Reagan?
Right, wasn't it?
Ah. Let's find out.
Who shot Biggie?
No, that was we'll find out. We'll find out with our crack team.
Like the other one was the other president was do you give up on the other one?
I do.
McKinley.
Oh, McKinley.
He was shot in Buffalo, New York.
No kidding.
Yeah, it was either him or Garfield that was also on a train.
I feel like that's too many of your presidents being killed, right?
Not really. That's not bad.
Only 4?
Well, that's less than 10%.
Yeah.
Right? Was that an 8% assassination rate? Come on. It was 92%. We're going to that.
Okay.
I mean, so I guess technically, okay. Why do I have a feeling talking about assassinating of the? We're probably going to get. Do you think all of those husbands are getting divorced because, like, it's all like the whole pedophile sex ring has become unraveled? And when you say pedophile, I'm not qualifying it, but I don't think they're 6-year-olds, but they're definitely like still way too. Again, not qualifying it, but I think
November
it's
22nd. I'm sorry.
Yeah, maybe I kind of regret talking about. They're all equal, but I'm just saying that if they were like 16 or 17, it's still wrong. But I think that's what it was. I don't think they were kids. I know this is a comedy podcast. Again, I'm not qualifying, but just boy, yeah, it's a woman hell.
Oh, getting the case of the vapors. Oh,
this is green chili. This is onion. You got your sour cream. You got your cheddar cheese.
Ooh.
You have your original
666 layer dip.
That's a lot of dip.
Yeah.
It's a lot of skull and bones.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think the really S&Ds over there? It's a power move, and there's like a photo of. Well, I don't want to say Obama. That seems like the worst one to pick. We'll stick with Bush because everyone hates him, right? Yeah. Bush is, there's a picture of Bush like filleting the last president. Like, is it like what is that thing? The human centipede where one president must fillet, it's like a White House exit, but Trump wouldn't do it because he's like, but he had to. So, and the reason that he's kind of been cool lately, because I mean, I haven't turned on my phone, the news. I have no idea what's happening.
Not having to hear about that big orange turd.
But I think he's pretty much wrapped up the show because, like, what if he's like, okay, well, now you did it. We got the picture. We have it in the National Bank of Catskill, tucked away. You know, you don't put it in New York. You don't put it in Washington. You don't put it in Mount Rushmore.
Got to be in the
You know what I mean?
Catskills.
You keep your secrets in the National Bank of Catskill, okay? In Greene County, New York. No one ever looks at. Oh my God.
So good.
Is this show over yet? I don't know, you know.
We've only been talking for 5 minutes.
Oh, I believe it. I'd like to see Willis come out of the ocean like Daniel Craig in the first James Bond with those short little blue shorts.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'd watch that.
We could make that happen, right? We could probably. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it would be a massive amount of work.
We don't need to talk about that anymore. But it is curious because it is like there's less ice now. Oh, here's your grant. But they're actually grant. They're $50 bills.
Yeah.
So he's like, I need this grant, which is like, oh, I got you. Which is how, you know, concrete gets poured in this country. All right. You know what I mean? You need infrastructure.
Yeah, infrastructure.
You need infrastructure. You need an infra. You need to be able to see through the road to make sure that the support beams are there. Okay. If Superman were in charge of the highway department, it would all be about infrastructure.
Yeah, it sure would.
Yeah. And I feel bad. He's always kind of a sexual predator. He's always looking at like Lois's, you know, she's over there being like, I'm a female reporter. And they're like, yeah, it's the 30s. This is ridiculous. Shouldn't you be at home making a huckleberry pie and, you know, burning your arm on one of those old coal stoves?
I've never had a huckleberry. Have
Never
you?
had a huckleberry?
No. It sounds like a real good time.
It won the Mark Twain Prize.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's move along.
Okay, moving along.
Okay, so yeah, you never had a huckleberry. Yeah, I don't know. Can we get a huckleberry pie? I'll get you a huckleberry pie. See if we can order a huckleberry pie.
Apparently, it grows in Central California through Oregon.
Oh, so
we could be.
So we should be able to. So we have, but of course, this is a very large state. So, you know, halfway up our state is like if you're on one of these East Coast states, like, you know, it's like, let me describe the East Coast of the country. Drugs, crime, drugs, Shell, Boston. Clam chowder, pine trees.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Maple syrup. Yeah.
Maple syrup. Yeah.
It just looks like a blueberry. I looked at a picture of it. It's just a blueberry.
It wasn't worth sharing.
Oh, I can share it with you.
I mean, I think, listen, the viewers want to know what a huckleberry looks like.
You're right. And I don't want to, the viewer does want to know. I'm
so sick of this show.
See?
Looks like a blueberry.
It sure looks like a blueberry, doesn't it? I mean, the actual plant.
Well, these are British Columbia. Those are like those fake English people that came over and like, yeah, hey, wait, does Canada exist? Because we were like, get out, redcoats, and they turned and went to Canada. Where they turned coats, they were red turncoats, went up. But there wasn't their friends up there. They're like, sir, kick Louis. I love that he was like, I'm taking Canada and the Louisiana. So I sell some pants on eBay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. And I've had these pants on there forever. And a guy's like, I'll give you $9.99. And I'm like, whatever. I'm basically just giving them away. By the time I pay for shipping, eBay.
Oh, you put free shipping on that?
Yeah, PayPal. Yeah, it's a deal. Just get them because it's like the same thing of donating them to a Goodwill. But if somebody wants them and I can, you know, get some points or whatever, fantastic. So I send this guy, you know, it cost me $7 to ship it and $9 worth of fees to send the $10 shirt. And then I get this email last night. I just got released from jail and my P.O. box was forced closed. In case this is sent back to you, could you please resend this to my temporary address? So I looked up the tracking, and it has indeed like taken a 3-week journey all over the country.
It's the traveling pants. Yeah,
it is. but it was sent to my old place. So I think my return label. So basically, like, I now have to somehow convince a recidivist to not come murder me because, like, I'm just not getting in the car and driving west from Bakersfield, east,
into the ocean,
all the way to Culver City to get some pants at $4.49 a gallon. You know what I mean? And then to pay for shipping again. You know what I mean? So in case there's no episode next week, know that either many government agencies, professional jail. What do I want to right back? Really, me too. I got out of Chino. Like, can I start a dialogue?
Oh, maybe, yeah. Get on his wavelength.
My PayPal, and if you have my PayPal, you can work backwards. I feel to find out who I am, right? So you can't. What I'm saying is, you can't. Like, did he get out of jail because he had stabbed 3 sisters at a nunnery? Why would the triplets all become nuns at once? I don't know. But they saved on a gravestone because they stacked them up. Boom, boom, boom.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's dark.
You get 2 dead nuns. You get 2 dead nuns. You get 1 free. I would be out of Catholic school. I wouldn't get down on my knees and pray to Jesus in my mouth. So I don't think I was really what they wanted, but that's okay. Keep sending your money. That's all right. Keep sending them your money. Nice tax-free land they got. Tax-free land.
Don't get you started.
What are you paying? What are you paying? 35% of your taxes are gone to the government?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Then you give money to a church who doesn't. Stop giving your money to mega churches. Give them to the crappy little churches, right?
Yeah, those need
like,
some,
don't like these rundown, like, German Presbyterian brick built ones. Can't they're all like nightclubs now. Oh, here's something else. I'm over in Santa Monica, and there is, close to where you and I spent a lot of time, there was a funeral parlor and a crematorium, and where you would have services, and there was a whole thing.
Really?
It's become a restaurant and a coffee bar. So of course my mind went straight to like a roasted coffee joke, or the food is burnt or whatever. But there's like a line of people going into a former crematorium for some quiche Lorraine. What's happening, people?
That's the kind of thing where you feel like you have to destroy the building.
No.
And then desecrate.
I brought my dead grandmother's body to shipping and receiving. It turns out they were like, "Is this the pork delivery?" I said, "No, it's my grandmother, Helen."
Like, we don't do that anymore. But
I know I should have picked not the real name, but it just came out because obviously I shouldn't be saying that about real grandmama. But I couldn't. But sometimes in improv, you just say, I do that quite a bit.
I mean, that's you saw my improv earlier, right?
Yeah, I know. I really do think you would do very well in like a program. Not that you would do it, but I think you would do very well.
I might. Yeah. I mean, it'd be fun, probably.
How about we sign you up? How about we do an improv class? We film you doing your first improv class.
If people like to watch somebody being intensely uncomfortable,
do
they like that stuff?
They love it.
Okay.
They love it. If you could have a little bit of piddle come through your BVDs, that would be.
Yeah. Like, why am I up here in my underwear?
Oh, it's the scene. That's Jeffrey Epstein's improv community. Do you want to be a star? Do you like boats? Do you like international law?
Yeah, you like open water? Comes with it.
That's the thing, because it's morally wrong, but it wasn't a crime.
Jeez.
Right? Because every country has, their own laws. So if you're in a boat in the middle of nowhere, technically, like murder's not illegal in the middle of the ocean. Just shoot him in the head, move on, and then dump him out. You got to go out.
Yeah, you get, what is it?
But you can't.
Miles?
But that's it. That's it. People, please, rent a schooner, row your boat 7 miles offshore, dump your wife. Don't Don't keep trying to stuff her in the grate of the there's a clown down there kept offering me a red balloon. I was like, just take her femur.
So I wonder, like, so you're out there in international waters, right? You do your crime,
Right.
and then you come back. I mean, can you just say, "Hey, I was out 17 miles"?
Well, that's interesting.
coast.
Can you just say, "Oh, I killed Frank. I shot him in the face, but I shot him over there."
Yeah, so it's cool.
Because you need to be extradited, right,
Yeah.
to the other countries, right? Just like the great, who was the actor in Godfathers 2? Lee Strasberg. Remember in Godfather 2, he had the breathing problem?
Oh, yeah.
When I come out from the nap, there'll either be $2 million in cash on the table, and I know we have a deal. And if not, I know we don't. Acting. Thank you.
Ooh, that was good. I was there. That's where I was at that moment. Hell's falling apart.
At least
Even hell's falling apart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiny Tim's TikToks.
Samantha is going to try for her first time to actually knock me out using just the sound and the energy projection. Let me get
Look
this
how
out of the
winded
way.
he is already.
I know. He's
just
ready to go.
winded in front of the microphone. Take your glasses off because in a fight, put them over here by the bush. Come back with my pot belly.
How you looking?
Mortal
did.
Kombat, bitches. It's Rayon.
Is this religious?
Oh, this is real, man. This is like what Josh Willis does for NASA.
His
What's
shoes
name?
fell off.
He's out. He's out cold. Yeah, he's okay.
What is that garbage?
This is like, remember in Napoleon Dynamite where it's like, come to the strip mall. I was like,
Oh yeah. Rex
Sensei Ira.
Kwando.
yeah, whatever. Like,
Yeah, who's Rex Kwando?
I figured that was for you. I know that you have several degrees. And what are all your martial arts? You've trained for years now.
So I trained in kung fu, weapons and empty hand, and
Just in case you don't have a staff with
yeah,
you
in case
when
my
you're
sword is in the shop.
when you're in the mall, when you're in the middle of a Robinson's May looking for pants. You're like, oh, I don't have my longbow.
Oh, my double deer horn knives aren't here. Yeah.
No, but you know those guys have them on them. You know those anime, Pornhub masturbators are. You're gonna have to do something with that. Are clearly with their graphic. Why do your cartoon boobs need to be big? Have you seen real boobs? You can look up real boobs. You don't have to look at cartoon on the same device.
Yeah, one-stop
There
shop.
are real women. Tangent my wrangle. Tangent it.
Ooh, I don't know if I can do it. I followed you down the path.
Yeah, I followed me down the path. I don't know what it was. Oh, you're karate.
Yeah.
So you have kung fu. Legend continues. Do you often choke yourself out while pleasuring yourself on the back of a hotel door? Is that what it is? Or is that for later? Is that kung fu? The legend continues.
Yeah, that would be the continues probably.
Yeah. I like that he
Or
walked
ants.
the earth until he ended up in a Marriott. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Kane died. He ended up in a Philadelphia Marriott by the airport, hanging himself like, I'm on TV.
Oh God, wasn't he in? He was in a foreign country when that happened, right? Or was he?
Well, I'm not sure if the masturbatorial asphyxiation's location is the hitter of the joke, but
Okay.
let's look it up. Let's look up where David Carradine choked his proverbial cock.
A Swiss hotel, Nylert Park Hotel, where he was staying.
He was in Switzerland?
Yeah.
Told you, those bastards.
You know what's crazy is today is when he did it, June 4th,
No way.
2009. Yeah, that's when he died.
Oh my God. Are we wait, that's a 134.25, 130. 165.25, right?
Was that
160.
the chances of?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay.
Yeah. 1 out of 365.25.
Oh, yes.
That's incredible. So today is the day. So 12 years ago,
Yeah.
today, he's over there kung fuing himself to death.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Accidentally.
Did he do it open hand or with a weapon?
It's probably open hand. Yeah.
Was
You're
it-
right.
Why do Italian women love feeding their men until they're in pain?
Because there's nothing more satisfying than seeing a man that you love enjoy your home-cooked meal that you made just for him.
Welcome to Staten Island, September 11th.
I don't.
That's
Do you
that's
think
like
she can cook
someone's
well?
like daughter, right? He's
Yeah.
like my dad, yeah. But if you listen to it, she has that New York.
100%.
There's like a little slapping of saliva that happens when the mouth doesn't close.
Yep.
And it's very New York. And I just want to say that I love that. And
Okay.
it was somehow working for me when I know it shouldn't. And I was like, oh my God, I'd kind of like to see you naked and have a hot meal. Let's be honest, right? What does a man need? And he comes off the farm. He sees you wipe him down and you take him out.
That's how it works.
Rawhide. Take him up, string him up, put him up, dry him off. Rawhide. Hey,
That's how you do it.
classic.
Don't learn nothing.
That's MGM, right?
Yeah.
Metro Goldwyn Mayer. Fun fact. And the lion killed its trainer. So the lion that you saw in the original one ended up eating the
Oh, really?
trainer. Yeah.
It did look hungry.
Well, yeah, it was good. Roaring all day.
Yeah, because they did that. They didn't just copy it. They actually made the lion do a new take for every single movie that
Yeah.
had that. So you can imagine.
How much do you
Little-
want to guess that there is a room full of R's somewhere for this daycare in my town?
Yeah.
What do you think, guys?
Oof. Yeah, time to change your name.
She meant the letter R.
Yeah. Oh my
I-
God.
I thought, okay, yep.
Holy moly! I know where
Now
your
I
brain
get it.
went.
Okay. Because I thought she was. So you know what I was thinking.
Yeah,
right?
I definitely know what you were thinking.
Oh. Okay.
And it
Well, looks
wasn't
like I'm
good.
the one who was offensive and not the. I was like, I cannot believe she would say, "Where are the others?"
Yeah.
I was so rude of her, but now it's you know.
Rueful. Oh man, it does put a different spin on it.
Oh, whoops.
Here we go.
Oh shit! I need a drink.
Oh, flexible. That's that can't be good for you. I can't even get past my shoulder, right? He went all the way around. That can't be
Yeah,
right.
he put his Do you think he had like neck trauma or he doesn't have a spine or something?
I think
Spineless.
there might not, or maybe he just got one of them universal joints installed. Just goes any which way you want it to.
Classic, the old ball joint.
Yeah.
The old ball joint.
Why did the banana go to the doctor?
I don't know why.
Because it wasn't peeling well.
Classic.
Because it wasn't peeling well. I get it.
Peeling well. Yeah.
Oh. Now
It's
that
it's like a kid's joke or a dad's joke.
yeah.
Classic.
Flag us for that.
Put her on Star Search. 3.25 stars.
Oh no. Oops. Okay, hold on.
Oh my God, this boob tape is absolutely fabulous. I can't wait. I'm about to lift up the other one, okay? Matt.
That's a lot of lifting. I would call that
It is
heavy
a
lifting.
lot of lifting. Because it
That's
like belly
your
button.
waist is right here, right? And that's
I think higher. I think the
Dang.
waist second. So you really shut that one down quick on me, didn't you?
I just wanted to get back to our beautiful faces while we discuss.
So you're taping it up to look
perky, right?
Perky, yeah.
Can I use that word?
I don't think you can, Tim Hall. I think you can't. The word perky ruined you forever.
Yeah. Actually, that is I'm sorry, guys.
I never did. I never started the show. Is it too late?
Well, we could start it.
It's not too late to start the show, right?
No, we can start whenever you like.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Okay,
is there any more?
Yeah, well, there's tons more. I mean, we got this
We'll wrap it
one. This one's got a spy song on it, so I'm gonna have to give my own flavor to it. Of the two songs I always use. Here we go. Secret Agent Man.
Do 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 do. Yeah, that's pretty good. That was like a jacked
Daniel Craig, tiny Daniel Craig, but buff.
But buff, yeah.
Yeah, super buff.
4'4", which is rip.
Dang, what's it like?
Now, I don't want to get sued by the Broccoli estate over my use of my James Bond alleged theme. Which is not the James Bond theme. That was the Todd Bond. That was the Billy Blanks theme.
Billy Blanks, yeah.
Tybo. I once had a very long dinner with that man, actually.
Oh, really? That's a fun fact.
Yeah. I was in Las Vegas Film Festival, and because I'm a comedian, I immediately went and sat in the back of the ballroom.
With Billy? Yeah.
No, by myself.
Oh, okay.
There's no one there, right? And there were like Stephen Baldwin was there, a bunch of other people like that, equal. Some other people I couldn't even remember, but you'd see them.
Yeah.
So I just walk as any comedian's supposed to do. You sit in the back. You don't sit in the front like Willis likes to do. He likes to get front row seats.
Oh, he does, huh?
Yeah,
I'm a backseat guy.
Yeah. So what was the point of this? So
Billy Blanks.
Billy Blanks. So I sit in the back. I put down my bag, which I didn't need to bring, but I was checked out of the hotel. So I'm basically in the ballroom with my
suitcase,
with my little thing. I tuck it in the back and put it under the seat.
Yeah.
So, and it's kind of half full, and so then I go and I go out and I have a smoke or whatever, right? And I come back, and Billy Blanks and like his whole team and family are sitting at the table.
Next to your suitcase.
Next to my suitcase.
Hey guys.
So while I'm out having a vape or whatever it was, I hear the people running the festival be like, "Oh my God, we don't have a table up front for Billy Blanks." Like blah blah blah. They're freaking out because they didn't have any tables. So when I go back and he's sitting at my table, then some woman is talking to him, but leaning on my suitcase and on my bag on the chair. So now I'm just standing there waiting for a fan to finish this conversation.
Yeah.
And then she leaves and I'm just like, hello. And I'm alone. Right. And so then I'm like sitting down at their table now. But I had been there before any of that.
Did you say that? I was here. I was here earlier.
Right.
I'm not sitting with you guys, but I was here earlier. So
well, I tried to make it a thing where my bag was on the seats, right? So like having a bag on a seat implies there's someone sitting here. You can't, right?
Of course, yeah.
Right. So then basically they took a bunch of the kids and they put them all by me. So I basically, in this round table.
You were at the kids'
I'm
table.
at the kiddie table. And I don't want to say too much, but one of the children hard call, just defecated straight up in their pants next to me during the
Oh, that's rough.
And they were doing a thing where they were just like pulling their legs up by their head because they were young. And I'm like, I'm trying to eat a lobster over here. Like, what the hell is that smell? I look over and it's just like, oh, the child. And then I didn't, I don't want to say nothing.
Yeah, that's an awkward conversation starter.
But I'm the one guy at the table. You know what I mean? And it's like, whatever, right? But we're not having a conversation. I'm the one different at the table, but I was there first. But because they had such a large party, they had to put him at the only table that was left, which is just mine.
Yeah.
And then here was the worst part. Oh my God. Another table. See, they had 2 tables to pick from. But there was this guy and this woman. It was in Vegas. She had breasts like that woman last week.
Okay.
Just
bolted on.
Bolted on and out. And they were all over one another. So then I was like, well, the only other place for me to go is either I leave Billy Blanks' family reunion or I go over to the
honeymoon table. Yeah.
Right. Where her breasts are out. But here's the thing. They're serving the food community style, which means this guy gets to sit with his big booby gal and he eats an entire table's worth of food. Well, I'm now one of 12 or 16 people, right? So I'm like, and what do? They just drop off the same amount of food on the table. So I'm struggling to get a mushroom cap.
Yeah.
And this guy, and they're dumping thousands of dollars worth of clams off this guy while he's with a woman who was better than any film I watched that year. Actually, I think that's where I met Hazy Fox, kind of a random story. I hope that was not him and his girlfriend. Very awkward. So it was, shout out. That's where we met. Yeah. So it was just kind of an hour. So I'm sitting there the whole thing. And then, I should stop telling a story. I should, I want to stop. Okay. But let's just say you ever feel like, it wasn't fair. You know what I mean? Like,
give me my clams.
It's like the single person table, right? Where you just send a bunch of people who don't know one another. You don't sit 11 people down at a 12-person table when there's like, and I get they had to put it there, but then bro code, I'm not going to hop over and then be the third wheel at the goddamn chitty factory.
Yeah. So you guys know each other, or
you guys, you a hooker? I mean, they were out and proud. I mean, it's like, God bless it. God, but I was just like, I just could see all the food. It was just like, and then they were very nice and all, but it's like, I'm like Johnny Freak Boy by himself,
Yeah.
That's because my friends are losers and they wouldn't pay for a ticket to one of the greatest moments of my life, but lost 3 to 5 times that at the table during the same amount of time. So, so thanks for letting me down, fellas. And
you know who you are.
I don't respect you as much, and is why I'll never go to Vegas with you guys again. So congratulations on the final go F myself on that one. I got the largest award I've ever received by myself, and then went back, and then Billy Blanks' assistant was like, "Would you like a picture since you're a loser?" like it was like, and then I did a bit. Oh, that was the time I did the failed bit. I know this is extending too far, but when I won Best Comedy Feature Film,
oh nice,
and I got called up to the podium, to the dais, if you will, right, and I go, because I want to be funny. I'm like, thank you for this award. Thank you to the people running the festival. Thank you. So I get called up, and I'm like, I'm going to do a bit. Right now, the room is filled with tuxedo gentlemen, old money producers who think that their Stephen Baldwin movie isn't going to lose money. You know what I mean? It's like the illusion of success, but I'm pretty sure we're just in a Chinese restaurant in Vegas. Like, we're not on Epstein's Island painting pictures, doing finger painting with the kids, which was kind of a babysitting facility. Not the point.
Oh.
September 11th. The point, well, I actually lost my tangent. So, so I go up there and I go, thank you for the award, blah, blah, blah. I've lost the keys to my 1998 Honda. If we could all just take a moment and stop what we're doing and look for my keys. Right? And which now, to be honest with you, my show energy was up because I had just decided to do something. You know what? Like when you're just like, okay, I'm going to do this. So that anxiety in performing was there.
Oh yeah.
And then I look around to, to old white hairs and tuxes from the 80s. And there's nothing. I'm like, but really, if you guys could look under your seat, it's a tan Ford with a different colored door. I need, if everyone could just, Stevie Baldwin, can we, right? And so they kind of got it, but everyone was giving these speeches, these dramatic moment speeches of, I'd like to thank my wife, Deborah, the studio, the foundation, also me. I can now buy that Jaguar. You know what I mean? Like everyone's tooting their own harmonica, right? They're all two steelsmen to themselves. So I go up there. Yeah. I go up there and I'm like, I can't. Can you guys help me find my keys? So they're not thinking that anybody would do basically, that anybody would be doing any sort of comedy because everyone was just doing the, I'd like to thank, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what are you people waiting for? Someone help me find my keys.
It's 3 bald tires, 1 pretty good tire. Yeah.
Right. And then there are people eventually got it because they were so
in that other mindset.
That it made me, you wish for those moments again because you're like, oh, I should have said this, or it's like the Costanza shrimp moment. The moment I was like, oh, I should have done this. So I'm bombing. It's not hitting. It's like flop sweat.
Did you say heyo? And then tap the mic and say, "Is this thing on?"
I might have. So now, but you'll keep in mind, I'm all the way in the back. So now, when I get off the stage, I gotta cut through. I gotta cut through all of these people that I bumped, and I'm like, all right, let me know about the keys. I walk off stage now. As anybody who is a comedian may know that the worst person is always the MC. So if there's an MC and on the show there's a comedian, the MC, due to whatever trauma they had as a child, feel the need to come up after the comedian and then try to be funny.
Right.
Instead of just saying next, right? Instead of just saying that was their moment because they're the master of ceremonies, which means none of their projects are right. Come on, So they, where was I going with that? Come on,
so
help
you
me.
did the walk of shame.
So tired.
So
I do so I'm walking back, and the master of ceremony goes. He picks up a set of keys. He goes, "We have your car keys right here." And I stop. So now he's talking to me, but now I'm 1/3. Now I'm standing. I got Stephen Baldwin over here. I got Billy Blanks over here. I got Alan Alden over here. I don't know. Name them all, right? They're all over here. And he's then talking. So now I'm stuck. I'm the only person standing. And now he's talking to me. He's like, come back and get your keys. And I'm laughing. I'm like, this guy's like, dude, you're really taking a hot dump all over my flop sweat. Just keep it to you. Just move on.
What an image. Yeah.
Right. And then he's like, really, I have your keys. And I'm like, that's a good one. I don't know what to say. Because what is he requiring of me comedically? Am I to come back on the stage? Well, all of a sudden, this guy starts bolting out of the back. He's like, they're my keys. I lost my keys. Another man had lost his keys. And they were on the podium. Right? So people are like, is this a bit? No. So he just comes up like, they're not his keys, they're my keys. He's like mad at me. I'm trying to. So then he goes up and gets the keys. And then I just walk back to my seat alone with my award. And then he walks back and disappears. And then the MC says something funny. And then Billy Blanks' wife takes a picture of me by myself at the table.
I think it was a pretty good. I think it could have worked. pretty well.
This has been another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges, and I am Dad Brian Sturges. This is both the beginning and the end of the episode, so check that out. You can follow me at Mr. Brian Sturges. You can follow the ghost, Dr. J. Willis. You can
the basketball player.
Follow our boy here at Timothy Hall. Music, Brother Churches TV, BrianSturges.com, alltheflesh.org, NPR.gov.
Nailed it.